welcome to another episode of Aussie Tech Heads, episode 463. Thanks to athwebhosting.com.au. And you go there if you want some Australian-based shared hosting goodness. If you've got a website for home or for pleasure, you can host it there. And in Sydney, it's straight to the backbone to the US, just in case you've got some overseas customers that want a nice, snappy webpage. So athwebhosting.com.au. Well done. Okay, what are we up to this week? We've got we've got Jace back.
I'm here.
He is here. How you doing?
Great. I'm on the NBNs. It's fantastic.
How's your little tonsillitis going?
Oh, it was terrible. I'm mostly over it now. Just still got a bit of a cough, so if I mute every now and then,
right. Now tell me, you're on the NBN, so give me some speeds. What are you doing?
Well, I've just got this really little sort of a micro or nano USB Wi-Fi thing because I forgot my desktop doesn't have one. I actually, a year or so ago, I got a TP-Link with double antennas for Wi-Fi, and I put it in my computer, which had Windows 7 at the time, or Windows 8, turn on the computer, crash. Take out the card, turn on the computer, works. Put in the card, turn it on computer, crash. So I gave that to my dad, and he's got it in his Windows 7 computer, no problem whatsoever, and he's on the NBN. And so I bought this really small Wi-Fi that only does 802.11n, not great signal device, but it's working fantastic here. It's got full signal. It's actually the router modem for NBN is in the garage, which is directly under the bedroom here that I'm in, and I get about 15 meg down and then 4 to 5 up, which is better than my ADSL. I was getting maybe 0.4 up, so when I was uploading the Obsidian Loft and Old Fart Geeks, it would take a couple of hours, but now it should be like half an hour at the most, I guess.
Well, I can tell that your picture is just absolutely beaming through. You're just
much better.
You're flourishing, Jason. It's like you're pregnant. You're beautiful.
That's just because I always look this fantastic, man.
All right, and
I improve with age. You can see.
Yes. On the other side of the country, we welcome Shane back. How you doing, Shane?
Shane.
Hi guys, I'm good. Yourself?
That's good. Yeah, good. Thanks. Good. Thanks. How's the job hunting?
The job hunting's good. It may mean a move to your side of the country if all things go to plan. But
top or bottom?
Sydney.
Middle.
In the middle.
Belly button.
I move out of Sydney. He goes to Sydney. I'm in Melbourne. You're in Brisbane.
So it's a circle of life.
Yeah.
It all's got to go around.
I see there's a petition for you guys to get daylight savings up north.
In Queensland?
Yeah, changed on the change.org or one of the government sites. They got an e-petition to
there's one
get
every
daylight
year.
Savings. It never happds though, does it?
No, there's one every year. We had daylight saving, I think, for a trial, I don't know, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Look,
you couldn't. The cows wouldn't milk, and the curtains faded, and everything. It was terrible.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. That's what happens. But like, I don't know. Like, I reckon it would be advantageous, yes, only because you just get an extra hour of sunlight. Or, you know, how it works.
You can talk to other people in the same side of the world.
Yeah, because sometimes, you sit down here and you think, okay, I'll push that phone call out till, later in the afternoon. You might think about it like 4 o'clock. You go, oh, I better sort that thing out with the bank or whatever it is. You go, oh, I can't. It's 5 o'clock down there.
Yeah,
or whatever.
It's 9 o'clock now.
That's right. Yes. So it's an hour difference, but you get used to it. I grew up on the border at Coolangatta, so therefore I can sort of just instinctively it sort of comes to me. But I know other people have troubles.
At least Shane's getting in the right time zone. That's good. Good on you, mate.
Shane's 2 hours behind.
No, but he's moving, right?
He is.
Well, if it all goes to plan, it's not a done deal yet.
Hey.
I've got to convince a particular company that I'm worth hiring.
Well, let's hope so.
Yeah.
There's got to be some freebies you can give us too. So let's hope he gets hired. All right. Now, look, what's been happening this week? Look, I think we are waiting for the Maestro to arrive, but he hasn't arrived as yet. Eric said he is running late, so he will be.
He's waiting for us to roll out the red carpet.
I know, because I've asked him to give us the lowdown on the iPad Pro, which was not released, but it's available for order today, Thursday, and I think you can even pick them up from the Apple Store Friday. So,
Yeah, I was just looking at post on Facebook. Somebody posted some news that the speed of it is even faster than like MacBooks, MacBook Airs, and everything. It's just blitzes the Surface Pro and things.
yes, yeah. Well, look, me and Eric and I had a bit of a discussion today about it, and neither of us are very excited about just the price. But we'll push that story later towards the, I don't know, just let that in abeyance for the moment. And hopefully,
I'm happy with my iPad Mini with Retina. It's great.
yeah, and hopefully Eric can join us and very soon. So, and we'll
I
talk
like
about
I
that.
like the new split screen type thing that it's got with iOS 9 on the iPads, even on the Mini, where you can be in Facebook or a game or something. Somebody sends you a Facebook message, and you can swipe in from the right hand side, select Messenger, and then it just has a strip down the side where you can type something to somebody and slide it back, and then continue where you were before.
Yes. Yeah, look, that is good. Look, the main reason why that Eric and I weren't too excited about the Pro, though, it's immense cost. And that's what it is. It's an immense cost. You watch the videos, and it'll say, all the videos that Apple put out, and they say, oh, you need the keyboard. It doesn't sort of come into its own until you get the keyboard. But the keyboard's $270.
Yeah, Tim wants to be a laptop killer, but I don't think it's going to do.
No, I
I'm
don't
going to
think.
have to buy bit by bit.
Yeah, look, I've got a couple of stories. I've got to have a story about Tim Cook later, but let's just move off that for now, and let's move on to something more, I don't know, exciting. Say Optus. Now, Optus is streaming. You can, if you're an Optus customer, you can stream the cricket for free.
We're the Optus Fetch TV NBN here.
Yeah, so you can stream the cricket for free.
If I watch cricket, that would be awesome. Yep.
Yeah, so look, I don't have Optus myself, but my sister does, and thankfully she's not into cricket, so I grabbed her code, and and away I go. Thanks, Optus.
Share the love.
That's right, exactly. Now, Optus has gained 314,000 new customers last quarter. That's a pretty heavy hike, isn't it?
Yep, I switched my phone to them as soon as I could to get off the Telstra's expensive stuff, and I've had no problem with signal or anything since. And $30 a month for 1.5 gigs, great.
Yeah, look, I think the Optus plans were pretty attractive and pretty cheap wise, data wise, all that sort of stuff. I don't think the 314,000 joined just because of the cricket streaming, but they might have. But I think it's more likely, like my sister was on TPG, but as we know, TPG moved to Vodafone, and she said, I don't want to be on Vodafone. So she cancelled TPG and hooked up to Optus. So Optus is on the back of 314,000 customers joining last quarter. They've announced a net profit of $426 million for the half year, ending 30th of September. With 314,000 customers joining 4G in the September quarter, it now has 4.13 million subscribers on the network.
I knew I should have bought shares.
Yeah, damn it. It made headlines.
Tell us before you do a huge thing like that, so we can get the shares bought.
Now, apparently you can also stream the English Premier League if you're into that. I'm not, because it's probably on at 2 a.m. But, so the cricket and the English Premier League. So they're sort of, here's a quote, actually. This probably sums up what I was just about to say. A quote from Executive Optus Chief Alan Liu. We have successfully captured consumers' growing demand for data through innovative plans and service, investments in our fixed and mobile networks, and compelling entertainment offers, which I think they have. Yes, I know with the NRL, you might be with Telstra and you can't stream the NRL for free. Maybe next year. That's all up in the air, isn't it? The NRL deals with Nine and Fox has got to buy back one off Channel 9, and so they can still have their Super Saturdays. I don't know what's going on.
A bunch of people that just get Foxtel just for the streaming sports stuff, don't they?
Yes. Oh, look, how many? I can count the number of people I know that cancel their Foxtel after the footy season. I can't count on two hands. Like seriously, it's just it's either Foxtel through T-Box or Foxtel through the box. But I know a lot of people that just for the NRL, and as I've always said, Foxtel would be a cactus without the NRL. And
they're getting a lot of people who are premium subscribers onto the Presto.
Oh yes.
And so if you sign up with them now, they'll give you a Presto as soon as you join before they can send a technician out to hook everything up. So at least you can watch some of the Foxtel while you're
Right.
waiting, and then once you get hooked up again, they cancel the Presto unless you're a premium subscriber.
The thing with the Presto is, I don't know, it must be just the type of movies I'm into, but like every time I want to see because I got this 6-month subscription to the Presto, I haven't got any others, and I go to watch a movie, not there, can't find it. Go to watch a TV show, not there, can't find it. So,
Netflix.
yeah, I know, but I don't. I've got the free Presto. I want to watch it for free.
Can't I use my credit and transfer it across to Netflix?
No, and I'll tell you the movie I wanted to watch with all the nostalgia about Back to the Future. I wanted to watch Back to the Futures.
Yeah.
So I did find it on the T-Box though. T-Box was $3.99, and the Apple TV had it for $4.99. So
I wanted to watch that Pixar one. What's the one with all the emotions and stuff that just came out?
the what?
The new
Oh,
Pixar.
the one with the
Yeah.
4 characters. One's
Inside Out.
fear, anger. Yeah.
Yeah, Inside Out. And I looked everywhere and I found it on iTunes, but you could only buy it for like $35. You couldn't rent it through iTunes, so I was annoyed about that. If they've
Yeah.
got it on there, you should be able to do both.
Yeah, we think so.
Pay $4 and watch it in SD, or
Yeah,
pay
well, what is it?
$35 if you want to own it forever on iTunes, but don't have forced to buy for $35 because people can find it in other ways on the internet.
Yes.
Not recommended by Eric.
Not recommended by anyone. That's at your own risk. All right. What have you got, Shane? What have you sort of scrounged up this week?
Well, before we move on, since we kind of touched on cricket, me obviously being home more often these days than normal, I was watching I stumbled across that one of those cricket matches in America that Warney's doing.
Oh, how good's Warney?
Yeah, he's still pretty good, given how that he isn't.
I saw
all of them are still pretty good.
Yeah, but I saw the highlights, and I probably did only see the highlights of Warney, and he could rock up tomorrow for the Test match against the Kiwis tomorrow over at your place, the Wacker.
Yeah,
And he could probably still take 10 for. He's crazy. He's a legend. All right, sorry, keep going. What are you doing?
that's right. I mean, it's weird to look at them playing cricket on a baseball pitch, but anyway.
Yeah. Oh well, whatever. Wherever
Whatever
you can.
floats your boat.
Yeah.
We digress. All right,
no
so the
cricket
first
fields
story
in
I
there.
will do is Chinese and Russian hackers tried to steal Australia's future submarine plans. Probably not worth the effort, really, given our history with submarines and whatnot. Australia will be enhancing its fleet with a new submarine, and according to reports from the Australian, the 3 companies that are currently submitting bids to win the project and build the subs are seeing a barrage of cyber attacks against their IT infrastructure. 3 companies have come forward to take up the project. German-based, I'm going to butcher these names, ThyssenKrupp, the Japanese government, and France's DCNS. These 3 shipbuilders are currently working on their initial bids, which will be submitted to the Australian government by the 30th of November. The 3 shipbuilders that embarked on this project are now reporting constant cyber attacks on a daily basis. German shipbuilder ThyssenKrupp have even said that their IT department detects and blocks from 30 to 40 cyber attacks per night. All 3 companies declined to formally point the finger at the specific party, but rumours, and these are only rumours, just in case anyone from Russia or China are listening, have most attacks come from China and Russian sources. Interest in Australian submarine plans is high since the Australian government will be building a totally new model instead of using technology it has from its allies.
Well, I think that's what we should be doing. You can't trust the Ruskies, can you?
Isn't vodka the Russian sauce?
Yes. No, look, I think when it comes to like your national defence and your national warships and all that sort of stuff, I don't think it hurts to have that all sort of made here locally. But I suppose maybe defeats the purpose if you go and buy technology componentry from overseas. That might defeat the purpose. Submarine only technology made in China. I don't know. But I don't know. I'd like to see them made in South Australia. Who's moving to South Australia? No one.
Nobody.
There's going to be a nuclear waste dump over there, so don't move there. All right. Jason, do you have any stories, or are you just here to hang out?
Yeah, Google has surprised its users by announcing it will extend support for its Chrome web browser running on Microsoft's old Windows XP operating system until April 2016.
Oh,
Windows XP
why?
was sunset in April last year, with security patches no longer available for the obsolete operating system. Google at the time said support for Chrome on XP would be ditched at the same time as Microsoft ceased to provide updates for its operating system. But despite the official death knell, Google extended support to April 2015. At its new deadline, Google said it would provide patches and support for Chrome on XP for pragmatic reasons due to the large number of users who still on the deprecated software. Chrome on XP has now been given another lease on life until April next year, despite the risks of viruses and malware. Google Director of Engineering Mark Poliger nevertheless urged users to update to a new operating system because you're idiots if you don't... Oh, wait, he didn't say that. For security reasons. If you're still on one of these unsupported platforms, we encourage you to move to a newer operating system to ensure you continue to receive latest Chrome versions and features. Google said it would also support Chrome on Vista until April next year.
Look, I don't know what it is with Chrome.
Haven't updated, why the hell not?
Well, exactly, yeah, first point, exactly. Why are you still on XP? Aren't you getting sick and tired of that little message that comes up that it's not supported every time you boot up? I suppose that's still coming up. Oh, I haven't seen an XP
Are
machine
you still
for
on
ages.
AOL dial-up or something? Is that it?
Oh, God, good old AOL, eh? Good old AOL. You guys have
Maybe
been-
Aussie Mail. We used to get all those Aussie Mail discs.
That's right. Yes. I fluctuated between AOL and normality for a little while there, back in the old dial-up days.
Aussie Mail was my first account through dial-up. I bought this magazine that I think it was like the etiquette of the internet or something, and it had a coupon in the back for discount 28.8k modem and membership to Aussie Mail subscription.
Yeah, nice work. Now, yeah. So why are you still on XP? Get off XP for goodness sake. Your machine will more than likely run Windows 10. So get over it. There was a look. If you want to run Windows 10, the cheapest way is to get to Windows 7, which you could maybe be able to buy off eBay. And I don't know, maybe you could buy it for $20. And then I wonder if you could buy it for 20. I'm not sure how much you'd get a second-hand one of those. But anyway, get your little mitts on a Windows 7 and then just follow the upgrade path to Windows 10. That's a nice
Just click on the button that says, I would like Windows 10, please, and it goes okay.
Yeah, you just got to make sure all your updates are updated and there's no viruses and all that, and that should go pretty smooth. And Chrome, look, I've got a lot of issues with Chrome. I don't know why, but I do.
I've never had a problem.
Yeah, there's certain things that it won't let me do. I've rang Will and I said, hey, Will, can you do this on your Chrome? And he goes, I surely can. And I say, well, I surely can't.
Yeah.
But he uses that canary thing there, doesn't he?
Oh, I don't know what he does.
Windows 7 Professional 32-bit OEM, $66 after 7 bids.
Yeah, that's not bad. OEM, you might have to ring Microsoft. Depends what OEM it is. Is it an OEM? It's like a vanilla OEM. It's not like a
Probably, yeah.
Hewlett Packard.
New Microsoft Windows 7 Professional 32 and 60-bit full version with DVD, not OEM, $169.60.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Or
Well,
you can get Windows 8 for $160.
Oh, turn it up. Really? No way. Well, there you go. So that's the tip of the week. Go and get Windows 7 Pro for $60. Update to Windows 10 Pro.
Booyah.
Yeah, booyah. Now, we've got Don in the Blab Lounge here. I have a client that needs an XP VM to run, a payroll program. Well,
Yeah, run them in a VM on Windows 10 or something, but not Windows XP by itself.
Yes. Oh, I can hear a noise. I think
Must be
I think
Franco.
Eric's landing.
Yeah.
Here he is.
Good evening.
All right. So what we're
It's a
going to
really
do?
loud fan on his computer. isn't
We're
it?
just going to take a short break, and when we come back, we will have 3. So be back soon.
Now,
Tell him to use his normal microphone or something.
what's happening? What am I getting?
Sounds shite.
distortion.
Does that sound shite?
Yes.
Is it bleeding out?
Yes.
It's extremely loud, it's distorted, and we can hear Hash in
Okay.
the background.
How about that?
It's getting better.
Testing
better.
1, 2. Hello. Testing.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
It's all right.
Yes.
Now, if I put on my "Hello World," this is John Laws.
Yeah, it's not bad. You
It's all
sort
right.
of... You,
A little bit quieter.
no, that's... Yeah, no, it's good. But, yeah.
I'll just make a few fine adjustments. How's that?
Oh, it's a bit...
Bleedy?
hang on, just let me look at my VU meter. Say something.
The quick brown fox jumped
Yeah.
over the lazy dog.
So you're okay to me. You're okay, say, volume-wise here, but you're obviously turned up too high at your end because you are bleedy.
So can you turn me up at your end if I turn me down?
No, because everyone else will... You've got to try and match everyone else.
All right, how's that?
Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Is that better? So we're all pretty even?
Yeah, it's sort of...
It's a bit cutting in and out.
Really? I hate this. That's
you
why I've been
reckon-
having delays. Every fucking... Oh, sorry.
Do you reckon that...
It's a conspiracy, I'm telling you.
Do you reckon... Is your CPU maxing out?
No, why?
Well, maybe that's why your audio cuts a bit.
Oh, maybe.
Is your CPU working too hard?
Oh, let me check it.
Close the windows where you're downloading porn and...
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Shit, eh?
Oh, sorry about it. Stop doing that thing on that guy. Oh, max out. No, 44%.
That's all right.
That's good if you talk across the mic where you are now instead of directly in it. It sounds really good.
All right. Hello, world. This is John Laws. Is that better?
Better
Yeah.
than it was, yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it bleedy? But can you hear me? I know it's not distorted, but can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, good. That's all I need to know. As long as you can hear me, I'm happy.
Does he need to blab?
No,
What's
I don't think so. I think everyone...
No, I'm watching the blab, but I'm not. I don't want to. I hate the blab. Hello, blabbers. I love yous all, except I hate the blab, but not the
Okay.
people.
John Dory can hear.
Just a platform.
Yeah, just the platform.
Yes, we'll
Whoa.
get Eric to talk about the iPad Pro. That was
Nah, no. So you've already
He
talked
teased-
about it, haven't you?
No,
I was hoping you already have.
teased that for you.
No,
We
it's
waited for
rubbish.
you.
Glenn's like coming up soon. Eric and his
Oh, really? Hope to.
the iPad Pro. He loves it.
Hate to disappoint. Hey, Glenn.
Yes.
Oh, you can go back on the show if you want.
Hang on. No, I'm just getting the cameras right.
Oh, my
Okay.
camera's pretty shite. What camera am I on?
Straight ahead. That one, yeah. There we
I
go.
don't know who that is. Who's that supposed to be? Jace.
Thumbs
Hang
down.
on. I've got to get him right now.
I'm not calling in on the blab. I
No.
love the blab. I hate the platform. Love the people. Hello, all.
John says can't hear Glenn now.
Oh, turn it up.
That's what he's trying to do. Turn it up.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, every time I say, are you serious? Siri pops up. Okay, Dom can hear me. All right, as long as someone can hear me.
Can you hear everyone, Dom? It should be 4 now.
1, 2.
Except for Shane because he
Yeah.
doesn't talk much.
Where's Deborah Table?
I don't know, Deborah Table, he's
That was funny.
he's gone. He hasn't come back for a while. Okay, so, yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to work on your audio, Eric.
Right, Dom says he
But
got
not
I don't
now.
know if my mixer's dying or because I've swapped out the microphones again. I've tested both microphones and it was just rubbish.
It's not, it's, how would you say? Is it,
It's like the gain's too high. Not the volume necessarily, but the gain.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Oh, no, the gain's pretty low. All right, how's that?
that's
better.
good.
Really good.
That's good.
Is that better? Just here on the side, is that all right?
Yes, that's
It'd
great.
be even better if you press mute.
You're a funny guy.
I know, right?
You're a hilarious guy.
Okay, let's,
The worst thing is I've got no comeback. I can't think of anything. For the first time in my life, I've got nothing to say.
no, you just go, well, yeah, you're a funny guy, especially to look at. That's what-
I got a great face for radio.
You could just go infantile and go, no, you are.
or you could just,
Your face is.
Or you could just
Yeah, that's right.
you could just disconnect.
That'll teach me.
Like my kids.
I'm hanging
Oh,
up. I'm taking my ball and going home.
Billy, you're such an idiot because you're an idiot.
No, you are. All right, let's.
Your mum's an idiot.
Your mum's an idiot, yeah. Your mummy wears army boots. Whack.
So as always, viewers watching this on YouTube, we don't edit on YouTube.
No,
So
he's editing
Yeah, all
stuff.
this crap.
I hope you don't mind the little
F-bombs.
talk fest just there. And
No
let's
one says that word around here. Can't remember your name now. Shane.
Love you too, Eric.
He's been away too long.
Oh,
Written
I was going to say Sean.
under his Skype, it's got his name, but don't worry about that.
All right, let's start. Let's get back into it. And okay, and so you're not going to? Don't you want to talk about the iPad?
Well, have you spoken about it at all?
No, we're saving it for you.
He said it exists, and that's about it.
We'll do it quick. We'll do it quickly.
All right.
We'll see how. We'll see.
If
Where,
anyone wants to call in, that's got something to say about the iPad. Happy to hear from
Oh,
you.
mate-
If you're thinking about getting one, or you've got one, or you've touched one, or you've slept with one, whatever.
I don't know how that'll work, so maybe not just yet. It might just throw everything astray.
Got a stylus, a pen,
Not
a
on-
pencil,
no, put
Apple
'em on
pencil.
the tab, not on what you call it.
All right. We'll go back to. Well, look, maybe if we can get someone to call in at the end of the show, we can trial that. But
Dom wants to hear more F-bombs.
oh, we did have that dude call in before, didn't we?
Oh no, but that's the guy that thought we were having a go at him.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I canned him.
Okay.
Make me a host, because if I don't like what people are saying, I'm going to can them.
You're not even on there.
I know.
Oh, what are you-
He's watching it. He's not going to be in a host.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. And welcome back. And as promised, Eric, how you doing?
Oh, gentlemen, how do you do?
Good, thank you. What's been going on with you? Have you?
How much he had to drink tonight?
Oh, nothing. I'm just over the. Not much.
He's
Not much.
look, he's super excited.
Tax
He's,
season is finished and
No,
he's
I'm not
having a rest.
excited. I've got some choice words for Tim Cook, which I won't repeat here. Glenn and I had a conversation earlier.
we did. And
And by the way, Glenn, you want to delete those text messages?
So how's Malcolm Turnbull doing?
Oh, he's all right. He's got his red undies on. He'll be good.
now, look, okay, so let's talk. I don't know where we left you guys, but let's talk iPad Pro for a second. Now, as I said earlier at the beginning of the show, it's very expensive, and I don't know, Eric, you were tossing up yes, no. Then, Eric, we started looking at the Surface Pro, the Surface Book, and we sort of started drooling over that. Where did we start drilling over the iPad Pro, sort of? But then the price sort of,
It was a little bit of an anticlimax.
it
actually.
was, yes.
Mainly because of the price, and more so after I started, because up to this point, I had not even considered buying anything Microsoft.
Yes.
I hadn't even looked at the Surface Pro. I've seen one in the wild. A couple of my nephews have got one each for school. They give them at school, and it was a Surface 3. And, it was all right, nothing flash, but I thought, yeah, it's good for them. They're only 12, 13 years old. But up to
They
this
don't know
point,
any better.
that's right, what do they know? Up to this point, I thought wasn't even considering a Surface of any sort. And then the iPad came out. I looked at the price, and I thought, okay, let's price this up. So I picked the 128 gig drive. They don't tell us how much RAM it's got, which is really annoying. They never tell us how much memory it's got. Wi-Fi model, the grey one, and it came in, with the pencil, with the cover and everything. Just over $2,000. I thought, ooh,
That's up there. That's
that's a lot. So I thought, hang on a minute. The reason I wanted an iPad Pro was for work. It was just going to be a work device, essentially, because I wanted to use the pencil to make notes when I'm with clients. Because at the moment I use my notebook, as you guys have heard before.
Yeah.
Yep.
I use my notebook when I make notes when I'm with my clients, and I scan it when I get back to the office, and it goes into their folder on the server. So I thought to myself, well, if I could write on the iPad on the go and it goes directly to the server, that would be better. cut out the middleman, cut out the scanner. So that was the reason. That was my thinking of why I wanted to get it.
But you could probably do that with a Surface, and then
Correct. That's why I thought. Well, hang on. Isn't
Go
the
to
Surface
OneDrive.
Isn't the Surface a touchscreen? So let's have a look. It's got a pencil. I thought, oh, I never knew that. Didn't know I had a pencil. I just thought it was a touchscreen piece of rubbish. Then I had a look at that, and I thought to myself, this is bizarre. Now I'm torn.
Torn. Yes, well,
I'm torn
I think-
between two lovers.
Yeah, I think the way that it's going to fall and the way that it fell for me, look, I was all excited. I was all excited for the Apple TV. I was all excited for the iPad Pro, or the Maxi Pad, as we call it around these these woods. Yeah, and look, I got all excited, but then upon actually release, the Apple TV, I thought, really? $350? Like, really? What can you do with it? Watch it Netflix?
That's the thing. You can't do anything more on that at the moment.
That's
and I
right.
know, look, Apple are very good at getting their first adopters. You'll buy, $350, woohoo!
Yeah.
And you get there and go, it does exactly the same as the last one. I just paid an extra $250 more than I should have.
Got rorted.
I've
There's
got
no
the Apple
games on it.
too.
And, yeah, me too.
TV too here and just watch Netflix in the bedroom. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh, it's brilliant. It does everything you need. And until the Apple 3, that's what I'm going to call it, the Apple 3, does more than what the Apple 2 does, why would I buy it?
Yeah. Yep.
And then probably to play games properly, you need to buy that wireless controller. It's like the Xbox.
Oh, yeah,
one.
it's
the
going to get the usual add-on here, add-on that. And in the end, you might as well just buy an Xbox.
But as we were discussing earlier about this, the iPad Pro, is that, yes, you realise it's got to be more expensive than the general iPad out there, the normal iPad. But I think because the normal iPad Air 2 or whatever it is, it starts...
It's too high,
It starts at, what, $800 or something?
Well, we had a look at that this afternoon, Glenn. We thought, okay, the reason... Let's work out why it's priced the way it is. And the iPad Air 2, 128 gigs, so I'm trying to compare apples with apples, hasn't got a pencil. You can't do anything with it other than,
Yeah, whatever.
browse the internet, basically, and check your emails. It comes in at $960.
Yeah. See, and then obviously a bigger screen, a bigger thing, it's got to be more. So
That's right.
what's
Otherwise,
coming in.
no one would buy anything else.
That's
They'd
right.
Go, I'm just going to buy that.
I think, and as we were discussing, I think they should have shuffled the prices around. Maybe shuffled the Air 2 down a bit.
Well, like they do with the iPhones. Every time they release a new iPhone, all the previous iPhones, they may have a massive drop in price. And they should have done something similar with this. Drop the price of I think that the iPad 2 should be no more than $799.
Yep.
The iPad Air 2, the most expensive one prior to the Maxi Pad.
And what would you price the Maxi Pad at?
The Maxi Pad would be $999.
Yeah, but that's
and that's still getting up there. But it's better than $14.99 the way it is now.
But it is about $999 US though, isn't it? It's under $1,000.
No, I'm talking Aussie dollars.
Yeah, I know, but they're in US, so they've got to. But anyway, I think the upshot of it all is that we're not too excited about it down here.
No, not at all. I thought to myself, well, I'll just stick to my notepad and scan it. Not at that price. I can't justify $2,000. So I can write on a piece of glass and it goes straight to my server.
Did you also notice that that there was a few of these devices out in the wild before Friday? Like
Did I notice?
Well, you said Walt Mossberg's had one. He's
all the reviewers
he gets
have had
the first of everything.
Yeah.
Mossberg gets the first of everything.
yeah, but
even David Poe.
But normally, the Apple doesn't normally play those games, do they?
Yes, they do. They give the reviewers.
Okay, fair enough.
Especially those two, because
reviews.
they always praise Apple every single thing. Apple's wonderful. It's the new thing. Got to get it.
They give about 12 out about a month before release to about 12 different, just the top reviewers.
And then a few celebrities too.
Right.
Yeah, but they don't review. They just get the freebies. But funny thing is, Jason, I read Walt Mossberg's review of it today, and he doesn't like it.
Ah.
Isn't he more of a Microsoft dude anyway?
No, he's a massive Apple fan.
Big Apple.
He's a massive Apple fan.
Yeah, well, there you go. You gotta make up your own mind. But it is it's very
anyway.
expensive.
So what he's written here in the last line, he's written is I'll just scroll. I just copied and pasted what he wrote earlier. The iPad Pro isn't a complete because during the week, Glenn, when they release it, Tim Cook's banging on about it's a replacement for the laptop, and he's slagging off
PC.
Surface.
Yeah.
This stuff he's saying, and Walt Mossberg says the iPad Pro isn't a complete replacement for a great laptop like the MacBook Air, even for a tablet guy like me, and he uses tablets a lot. The iPad Pro will no doubt make a lot of Apple users happy, especially if they use it for graphics. But I won't be buying one, and I don't recommend the average users do so either.
Well, that's the last Apple review he'll do.
Oh no! What they'll do is they'll give him a freebie and say, "Here, have 3 new ones. Maybe you'll change your mind in about 2 years."
Yep.
But just quickly talking about the Tim Cook and all this sort of stuff. There was an interview with Tim Cook in the Daily Telegraph in the UK, I think it was. Now he's talking about in his interview, he's gone get an Apple Watch or die. So
That is the height of arrogance.
I've gone back to my Pebble.
you're going to die.
Back
Go,
to the Pebble.
go get an Apple Watch. You're going to die.
Take the Fitbit.
But
so
don't you think don't you think that is just the height of arrogance?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's all BS as well. Because wait till you hear. I'll finish this
Nobody
story.
wants the Apple Watch.
Yeah,
It's just I like Apple products. I've got the whole house is full of Apple products, but really, what I don't like is Tim Cook.
yeah. Well, as the Telegraph calls him, Timmy. Timmy has personal knowledge of a college football player for whom the Apple Watch proved to be a literal lifesaver. No word of the guy's name though.
Of course not.
Because his initials are BS.
Yeah, BS, exactly.
Yeah. And that's all he was going to give out. But anyway, he was...
It's better than his.
So basically he's saying, this saved his life, and if you don't get one, you'll die.
That's right. He was quizzed about the week sales of the watch. He
Okay, hang on a minute. Just, I want silence. Tim
Yes.
Cook, you're an idiot.
So he was
Soundbite.
quizzed about the week sales of the watch. He said, things are going well. And started to pitch
No, they're not.
the value of its sensor and monitors. He's then told the story of one lucky user. He's a football player.
One story, though. It's one story.
Yeah, he's a football player.
He's the only one who bought it. That's why.
Oh, he probably got it for free.
He bent down to pick it up, throw it in the trash can, and just as well because the drone fell right in front of him. And if he hadn't have picked it up, it would have knocked him on the head.
That's right.
But
The
anyway,
drone was probably made by Microsoft.
he learned from his watch that his heart rate was elevated. He mentioned it to his trainer, who became very worried about it. Very good trainer.
That is a load of crap. You know why?
At the point
Professional
of when you're
footballers...
training.
That is a load of rubbish. Professional footballers are constantly having checkups. How would he not know he had an elevated heart rate until he put his watch on?
But
What
how?
a load of crap.
But this is how lucky this guy was for wearing the Apple Watch. The doctor sent him, or he sent him to the doctor. The doctor told him he would have died the following day had he not
He didn't
come
have
in.
an Apple Watch.
That's rubbish. That's
Basically,
absolute rub-
he's-
a professional football player. They train 6 times a week, and they are on monitors all the time. When they're practicing, they're all hooked up with monitors. They come off the field. They go, right. Let's check your let's monitor you. Let's see what your resting heart rate is. Recovery. They say it's not the rate that matters. You can hit 180 beats per minute on your pulse, right? That's not the issue. It's how quickly you come down to your resting heart rate. That's what they look at. So if you're an athlete, you should after 5 minutes you should be beating your pulse should be 60. After running around the oval for an hour at 180 beats. After 5 minutes after you sit down after training, you should be at 60 after 5 minutes. If it's elevated after 5 minutes, it means there's something wrong. And they would be checking that every time these guys came in from the
of course.
field.
Yeah, but anyway, and
Liar!
and he ends off with basically his organs were shutting down. How dreadful! What a massive disease!
What an absolute load of crap! His organs were shutting down.
What a massive relief he had the Microsoft the Apple Watch on.
What a relief he had Fitbit.
Oh, geez, that's great. That's good.
That is absolute rubbish.
Yeah.
Tim Cook must think we all came down in the last shower.
Well,
Everyone that knows anything about athletics and sports, like I do, they don't. These guys are monitored. They're on $5 to $10 million a year. Do you honestly think the trainer's not going to monitor these guys?
Do you reckon that
It's the biggest investment. They're not just going to go, yeah, whatever, mate, see you later.
what happens is that Tim's got a video camera, little security cameras in all the Apple stores. He's got live feeds right back to his office. He's got a wall of iPads just showing these live camera feeds, so he can touchpad them all.
Are they iPad Pros or what?
No, they're just the iPads. They're probably a couple of iPad 2s or whatever. And he's got touchscreen on all these iPads, all these security cameras. And he gets the boys around. And then he goes, and it just hones in on when there's an iPad Pro sale. And they just have a great big laugh. Great big belly laugh. They go, ha ha, someone just bought another one, $1,400.
Look at that one. Look at that.
$1,400,
What a geek.
suckers.
No, that's not. He's a liar. He's full of crap. And he's going to be, when that gets back to America, everyone's going to be laughing at him.
Yeah.
Seriously, what a moron. What an absolute freaking moron. I hate arrogant pricks.
All right. Who's got a story?
Anyway, so I'm not getting one. And
No.
I can go jump.
Yeah, good. But are you going to get a Surface? Maybe.
See, no, the funny thing is, I'm closer at this point in time. I'm not going to. At this point, I'm not going to get any of them. But I'm closer to getting a Surface than I am on iPad Pro.
Go and get a boogie board.
I get a Pocket
Google it.
PC.
Go up to Bali.
No,
Palm's really good. I really like Palm.
all
They're
right.
going to go somewhere, those guys.
Shane, what do you
They
think?
got potential.
What do you think, Shane? You're just not Apple at all, so you don't care.
No, well, I mean, a couple of things that were alluded to but not really clearly mentioned. I mean, Tim Cook's comments are basically assuming or asserting that the Apple Watch is the only device that monitors your heart rate, kind of wearable device.
You're right. You're right, Shane. He's assuming that, and that's an arrogant assumption to make.
Yeah. And, that's basically it. I don't really want to jump on,
Even the cheapest,
pile on too much.
even the cheapest bands that don't have a screen or anything monitor your heart rate now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
This
look,
thing here monitors my freaking heart rate.
Yep.
look. Sometimes you're in an interview and you say things that might be a little bit off the mark, but I think to make up or deliver a story like that's a bit tough.
Maybe average Joe isn't supposed to know, so he's like, "Oh, geez, I better get an Apple Watch, or I'll never know if I'm going to die."
But that's what he's hoping. He's hoping that the lowest common denominator is going to go, I better put my pants on and get out of my trailer park and go and get myself an
No
Apple
one's
Watch.
a fan of the Kardashians and stuff.
Just absolute rubbish.
They watch
Okay.
Gogglebox.
All right. Well,
So
let's.
where was this interview conducted, though? Was it over here or something?
In
Or?
the UK.
in the UK.
Okay.
It was for the telegraph.co.uk. You can, if you want to read that article, there is links in the show notes at aussietechheads.com.au/.
Just one last thing on the
podcast.
iPad Pro.
Yes.
Walt Mossberg mentions here that Logitech came out with a keyboard for the iPad Pro on exactly the same day as the iPad Pro was released. And he said, and he's tested both of them, and he said the Logitech one is better. It's got
They
a
know what they're
backlit,
doing.
and it's got a backlit keyboard, and it's more like a laptop keyboard than the Apple one. And he would choose, if he was going to get one, he would choose the Logitech one, and it's $20 cheaper.
Only 20.
Yeah,
But
Worth it.
the keyboard's $260.
yeah. I know.
Jeez. But anyway.
The keyboard's going to be as wide as the Pro.
Well, the Pro's got the on-screen, full-size keyboard on screen, apparently. That's how wide it is, big it is. But anyway, I don't care, because I don't think I'll be getting one. I just
He actually likes the Surface Pro more in this.
I think...
All up, he's saying that, he's not going to say he's going to buy one, but he's comparing them, and
Yeah.
he's saying that the Surface does more things than the
only thing-
you can't multitask on an iPad Pro, for example.
Look, we've said it before, but the only thing that's stopping the Windows 10 tablets from just probably skyrocketing, I reckon, is the App Store. There's just still, the apps are just pathetic.
That's funny that you say that, 'cause a few reviews I've read have said if Microsoft had their App Store act together,
Yeah.
iPad Pro would not sell one unit.
Yeah. You buy
And I
the,
believe that.
You
Because
can
you
buy-
look at the Surface Pro, and it's a complete multitasking tablet. You can flick between screens.
Yeah,
You can have as many
yeah. It's a
programs
computer.
open as possible. It runs on an i5. It's got 8 gigs of RAM.
It's a computer.
Comes in at the same price
Yep.
as the iPad Pro.
yeah.
you can only do split screen on the iPad Pro, which means you can only have two things running at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's more complete. It's got a backlit keyboard. It's got a touchpad,
Yeah.
like a MacBook Pro has.
A pen.
Complete.
Plus,
It's got
if you get a good developer releases an app in the in the Surface Pro store, you can download the same app for your desktop for nothing.
That's right. And it runs all the same programs that your normal computer does. You know, I can put Outlook on there, my Office program, and it's a complete, just Alt Tab multitasking.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. They got to get that app store sorted.
And I tell you what,
Yeah.
I reckon if they listen to some of these reviews, they might go, "Yeah, let's do something about this." I give them 2 years before Apple starts shitting their pants about their iPads not selling.
And I think they've just, and as we also mentioned today, Eric, about innovation. There's been no innovation since the watch. Pass.
Here we go. I got a question here. Dom Brown in Oz. No, Dom, I'm not changing camps, but I am completely objective. I love Apple products, but I will call a spade a spade. If a product is rubbish, it's rubbish. It's that simple.
Fair enough. All right, let's move off that.
Yeah, a lot of people rubbish me when
press it
I
down.
went back to the iPhone. They're like, "Oh my God, how can you go back to the iPhone? It's an Apple thing." I'm like, "Because it works," and all my Android phones
right.
kept crashing.
That's right.
I don't care. I don't care what platform it is. If it works, it works. That's what I
That's
want.
right. It's what works for you in the way you want to use it, regardless of who makes it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And look, I just got spooked with the high price. I just can't justify
Oh,
it.
the price is rubbish. $2,000. I mean, I might as well go down. If I want to spend $2,000 on an Apple product, I guarantee it won't be an iPad Pro. I'll go down there and buy a MacBook.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I get
I know but you're not a Mac person. But if you, as a Mac person, you would rather spend $2,000 on other items than before you did an iPad.
All right, let's move on to something else. Let's Shane, what else have you got? Take us off another track.
All right, I will follow on with kind of following on from the UK theme, I guess, and I've just put it in here as a more of a comparison kind of thing. Fast broadband for all by 2020, pledged David Cameron. All UK homes and businesses will have access to fast broadband by 2020, David Cameron has pledged. The PM is to introduce a universal service obligation for broadband, giving the public a legal right to request an affordable connection. Jeremy Hunt, who's apparently kind of the minister that governs this sort of stuff, defined high-speed broadband as offering a download speed of greater than 24 megabytes per second back in 2012. And like I said, he's the communications kind of minister, I guess, equivalent of.
Megabit.
And someone just moved.
Yeah, so I think going on with that story a bit there was that apparently it's going to be legislated that 10 megabits is the minimum you can demand. It's your legal right that you must be able to get 10 megabits. That's how it's going to be. It's a right of life. At the moment, apparently, it's only 28.8.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only dial up. Apparently, the minimum that you must be given is 28.8. So they're going to be changing that around. And I don't think there's any such limits in Australia, but I think they might be coming.
Look, the Americans are very good at doing these. They've done it at
English.
the UK, but the Americans did this too with the telephone. At a certain point, they said, well, it's having the ability to have communication in your home via the telephone in the early 1900s was just as important as having electricity.
Yep.
So it became it's not really a right, I suppose, in a legal sense of the word, but it's a moral obligation by the government, if you want to call
Basic
it for
requirement.
basic requirement.
It's
Right? And Cameron is following in the same way, just like he would have done 100 years ago with from now on, no child will in England will read a book under candlelight.
Yeah.
We'll
We
have
live in
electricity.
poverty by 1990.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that
That
was
didn't work.
that's a promise that you can keep.
Yep.
All right. Yes. Cool. All right. So, Jace, what have you got?
Well, there was chanting, cheering,
Ooh.
a countdown, clapping, high fives, and dancing. If it weren't for promotional material surrounding the launch of Microsoft's Pitt Street Mall store on Sydney CBD on Thursday, the company's first outside the US, one might have mistaken its launch for that of an Apple store.
Ooh.
The technology giant even nabbed from its from Apple. It's former store leader Nick Wells, who helped launch Apple Store in Sydney, Bondi, Newcastle, and Castle Towers stores. Microsoft Store also looks very similar to Apple's George Street store around the corner, right down to the glass facade and stairs that are lit up in the same way. As the late Steve Jobs famously said in 1996, Picasso had a saying, "Good artists copy, great artists steal," and we have always been shameless about stealing great ideas. Seems Microsoft has taken a page from Jobs' book, with one of the few differences being that Microsoft need to essentially bribe potential customers to come to the launch tickets to a Jessie J concert being held on Thursday night at the State Theatre. Inside the Microsoft Store, there is one other main difference. Microsoft lets you untether the products from their chargers, whereas Apple ties them down to desks.
Because no one wants to steal Microsoft products.
I know, right? Microsoft Store is designed to be a community-focused space that encourages customers to handle its products, hang out there and get help with all their Microsoft products and services, even if those services live on a non-Microsoft machine. It's also selling its latest products there, including Surface Pro 4, Surface Book, Microsoft Band, Lumia smartphones, and its gaming console, the Xbox
Now,
One.
some of those products are exclusive to the Microsoft Store. That Surface Book.
Yeah. The Surface Book's a nice unit, isn't it, Glenn?
Yes. I like the little twisty thing that it folds with. Now, look, there was a bit of hoo-ha. It's good to see.
I'd like to know how much of it was contrived, though.
Doesn't matter.
Well, they don't have a Genius bar. They've got an answer desk.
Yeah.
Oh, that's boring.
They haven't copied anything, obviously.
Well, actually, I prefer the black tabletops in the Microsoft Store than I do the Apple Store.
We won't be turning anyone away. Said adding a short of hardware repair or replacement would be completed free of charge, including antivirus and malicious software removal, which is likely to upset PC shops to charge upwards of $100 for such a service.
But not only that, if they will start offering, we'll remove your viruses, there'll be a line out the door.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine that that's going to last. Because I read that as well. It says the answer desk, that free help center, Microsoft will assist with any Windows, blah, blah, blah. Where services such as malware and virus removal, are they serious?
That's crazy. You know how many 90% of the population have got Microsoft products, and 50% of them are ridden with viruses.
Yeah, but sometimes
What Microsoft will do is install a Avast, run a scan on it to delete everything.
Yeah, but even a scan can take an hour. Depends on.
Well, it might have to be an overnight thing. So look, this is riddled. Come back tomorrow.
Yeah. They're also. What about this report here? It says also they're going to offer reformats or reinstalls.
Well, that's crazy.
Well, I can understand. You're going to get your computer back. You're going to obviously just get the basic Windows, and that's it. Just Windows. You're not
Look,
gonna,
I
no
think
updates.
if they kept it to, everything's free under the warranty period on Microsoft products, that's more sensible.
Yep. You can also do a restore to a previous thing if they're lucky to last week or something, and that might get rid of the malware.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Sometimes
Not really, but it sort of will, yeah.
So look, the hype was there, I suppose, and look, good on it because if I was in Sydney, I don't know if I'd line up. Maybe I would. I don't. I like
I'll
Microsoft.
go visit the store if I happen to be there, but
look,
I don't
like
think
Microsoft.
I'm going to go line up.
The people apparently waited for 16 hours in advance, so they had a bit of a turnout
At home, and then they came in.
The fans waited for up to 16 hours for the 11:30 a.m. opening. They were kept fed with pizza and muffins.
How many of those people were paid though?
Microsoft Pizza.
No,
They were Microsoft staff.
And were they fans of Microsoft or fans of Jessie J?
or pizza. Yeah,
People line up outside Apple 17 days before, not 17 hours.
Yeah, that's true.
Microsoft-
I reckon you rocked up there today at midday, you would have gone straight in.
Yeah.
Microsoft Australia Managing Director Pip Marlowe and New South Wales Treasurer Gladys Berejiklian opened the store. One elderly bypassed the stop to watch the queue outside the store. When asked whether she would wait 16 hours in order to get into the store, she muttered, "Idiots."
Threw that for a joke.
Yes. But, look, she probably doesn't have much time left, so understandable that she doesn't want to wait 16 hours.
Hey, he's probably thought, I'm 85, I've got 5 years left, I'm not spending half of it
My
here.
time's precious now.
That's right. So, so you can understand that. But look, I think it's great that some people can get excited about this sort of stuff. I think, when's the last time that you got that excited and beside yourself that you wanted
For a Microsoft product.
wanted to wait 16 hours for something?
Well, look, again, I'll be objective. I hope they do well because
Yeah.
I just would like some of the arrogance to be knocked off Apple's shoulders because they are really starting to get. As soon as Steve Jobs died, everyone wanted to be the gorilla beating their chest, and Tim Cook happened to have the biggest fists. You know, so
They seem to be doing a lot better since Satya Nadella took over.
Yes, he's a smart operator. He's a very smart operator. Bulmer was hopeless. He couldn't see. He couldn't visualize anything past his bald head. Feeding.
They're like, OneDrive and all of our stuff on every platform. Don't just stick it on there. That's why
That's
they're bringing out, latest version of Office for mobile comes out on iOS first because they know that's where everyone is and they want people using their software.
Yeah,
That's right.
And
once you're hooked on their software, you think, oh, maybe I'll go and get a Surface.
and they're doing free Windows on devices under a certain screen size.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
that's
well,
right.
it worked for Apple. They're like, people got into the iPods and things like that, and they're like, oh, well, I don't want to use this. Oh, you can only use that with a Mac. Well, I'll have to get a Mac now. And then they got used to the Apple ecosystem, and they went all Apple. So if Microsoft do the same thing, it might work back the other way.
Yeah.
Dom just asked another question. Eric, you have changed. That's pure venom in your voice, chap. Are you sure you're not jumping ship, sir? No, I'm not jumping ship, sir. No, I'm just calling a spade a spade. I think the
give me
sooner
time.
Tim Cook goes, the better.
Where's he going to go? Who's going to kick him out?
Well, I don't know, but he should go. The arrogance of that man is mind-boggling.
Because you're rooting for Johnny Ives, aren't you?
Yeah, I like Johnny Ives. He's a little bit more civilised. He's English, got a bit of class, not some Texan back hick like Tim
He's
Cook.
very innovative. And
It's very innovative. The iPad Pro is just... no, but it's just arrogance. So
Yeah.
As soon as Steve Jobs left and they got rid of Scott Forstall and a couple of others, they've just running around at the moment because look at all this money we've got. Look at all these products we're selling. Aren't we wonderful? Blah, blah. We're going to build a car. No, you're not. You're not building the car. You can't get a watch right. You're going to build a car? Come on.
Yeah, it's no good. Maybe they should put their wealth to good instead of
Evil.
nothing. Now, ransomware. We know what ransomware is.
crypto.
Yeah, and do we like it? No. What ransomware does is it encrypts your files so you can't use them unless you pay a fine or pay a ransom to the dudes who put the virus on your machine so you can get a key to unlock all these encrypted files. But anyway, ransomware spreads from PCs to the web. A new ransomware campaign dubbed the Linux Encoder.1 is targeting web servers using the Linux operating system, which is quite a few.
Most of them.
Yeah, and is demanding a payment or a Bitcoin of 380 US from its victims to release the captured files.
That's pretty rude.
It is very rude. Now, once launched, the malware encrypts all files in the home and website administration directories, but then goes through the entire system, encrypting only the files with extensions specified by the criminal. The gang is using the .encryption extension to handle the task. The final step has the bad guys planting a ransom demand, saying if the payment has not been received, the files will remain unattainable. But
Dun, dun, dun.
this story...
Let's hope you got backup.
Yes, but this story does have a good ending as well. But who is it? Someone, Bitdefender, I think. They're the Russian dudes or the German dudes. They found a cure, so everyone can relax. So how does it work? Linux Encoder 1 is executed on the victim's Linux box after remote attackers leverage a flaw in one of the ways, and the most common way, in the popular Magento content management system. So if you're running Magento, maybe you have a bit of a...
So it's pretty safe if you run Drupal.
Drupal, yes.
Drupal?
Drupal is okay.
I think that topic is very debatable.
It encrypts the contents, as I said, using the AES, the symmetric key encryption algorithm, which provides enough strength and speed while keeping resources usage to a minimum, blah, 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 a lot of technical stuff.
Actually, algorithm.
Once the files have been encrypted, the Trojan attempts to also encrypt the contents of the root, skipping only critical system files so the operating system will still be able to boot up again. But anyway, the Bitdefender researchers have busted it open. So
Reverse engineer.
yeah, but you still want to keep on a lookout for it and make sure all your sites are
Definitely
backed
nobody
up.
wants to get a virus in their root.
No,
No, not in your route. That's
No.
what you won't want.
no.
Speaking of which, Jason, where have you been the last 4 weeks?
I've moved in with my girlfriend. NBN now. It's great.
I see. You got the NBN, you got the girlfriend, you got Netflix in the bedroom. Why do you even bother showing up here? Fair
I
dinkum.
know, right?
Because he
Glenn
loves
was
us.
surprised when I said I'll be on tonight.
Is
What a great idea. Ding.
that time to go?
No.
Another great idea from the boy who bought you beer milkshakes.
Now, Jace, have you got a story?
Sure. Microsoft again. Microsoft user forums have been flooded with complaints of issues with Outlook following the company's recent release of its monthly Patch Tuesday update bundle.
When hasn't
Software
Outlook
Giant
ever
released 4 critical patches and 8 others ranked important in its bundle earlier this week. But one of the patches, MS15115, is creating unintended side effects for Outlook users. The patch was intended to address a flaw in Windows handling of fonts and prevent remote code execution if an attacker convinces a user to either open a malicious document or visit an untrusted web page that contains embedded fonts. Instead, the update is causing Outlook to crash for a large number of users.
Great.
Today, I've deployed the latest output patch to all of my clients, and now Outlook is crashing every 10 minutes and then restarting itself. I tried it on Fresh Win 10, no AV with the latest patches applied, and here we go, Outlook crashing here too, one user from Microsoft Technic Forum wrote. I've already seen the same error reported today on 3 different PCs at 3 separate locations with the end users Outlook crashing every 10 minutes, and I'm guessing that number is going to rise. The issue, according to customers, arises when Outlook users browse through an email that contains certain trigger fonts. Opening and scrolling through a specific email that contains certain graphics seems to be crashing Outlook each time, regardless of safe mode, repairing Outlook, etc. The behavior is not reproducible on any Outlook 2010 that does not have the latest updates installed. The crash occurs as the email is being scrolled through, not just open. Outlook users reported all versions of the software from 2007 up appeared to be affected, but the issue can be resolved by uninstalling that patch.
Well, that's how you do.
Be careful.
Yes, but the hard thing is, you just sit there, because, you know, these patches come through every now and then. They just, overnight, blah, blah, blah. And you go, why is my Outlook crashing? Yep. Ever since this morning, it started crashing. And when you get down to it, probably the Windows updates is probably near the end of where you look, I would suppose. unless you happen
You'd be looking for one of those viruses.
Yeah, you'd be looking for something. Maybe we could all just... Microsoft stores are going to be smashed, aren't they? With problems.
Take your computer in for a free fix.
They want a lineup. They're going to get one.
For the wrong reason.
Yeah,
maybe that's how they get the first lot of people in to get their computers fixed.
Oh, maybe that'll be it. Oh, look, your computer's rooted.
Really
Would you be interested?
now.
But we've got a nice Surface Book here. Ta-da.
which is virus-free
Upsell.
at the
Would you like a
moment.
Surface Book with that?
Virus and idiot-free.
Yes. Apparently, those Surface Books and whatever the laptops they have there have got a special Windows 10 install which doesn't have any bloatware on it. So,
That's true.
so that's all right.
Glenn, remember
Yes.
when we were looking on the internet today at the Surface on the right, and we were saying, "Oh, look, the keyboard is included." Remember?
Yeah.
Right. Well, they're not now.
Oh.
That was quick.
They're taking them off. And
Oh.
were we looking at the Surface 4? We were, weren't we?
Yeah.
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 Well, they're not included anymore. You got to buy their extra.
Wow. They must
Yeah.
we'll get it on this gravy train.
Was it had on there?
Limited
what's in the
time,
box?
free.
It said,
Yeah.
what's in the box? Remember? It had, and we said, oh, Surface
Yeah.
Pro, pen,
Keyboard.
power supply, keyboard. I think they called it a power. What they call it? A power cover or something.
Yeah, touch cover.
Yeah, they had. Now it's gone. It's not from there, and they're charging you a fortune for it.
Well, I
It was
feel
a limited time offer and you missed out.
That was the. I think that was the offer for the release.
You were tempted by that iPad Pro and look what happened.
they're probably sitting there going,
$199 the cover. $199.
they're sitting there going, what? Apple's charging $270 for a keyboard?
We were giving it away like rubes.
Can people get screwed that much? Are you serious?
So we'll try that.
We'll try it, yeah. Why not? Well, Apple's forged the way in
Well, they copied everything else from Apple One.
fair enough. That's exactly right. That's right.
We should be charging $2,000 like the Pro iPad Pro.
Yes. What's Shane up to?
I'm just taking it all in, what you guys are talking about, but I have one or two more stories to go. The next one I'll do, I'm assuming you're throwing to me for a story.
Yeah, why not?
Microsoft will guess your emotions in a photo. Earlier this year, Microsoft unveiled a tool that could guess your age from a single photograph. Now it wants to guess how you're feeling. Announced at a Microsoft Future Decoded conference in the UK. Everything's happening in the UK this week. The software will take any photo you hand it, identify the faces, and then give each one a score on a series of different emotions. It attempts to quantify you on metrics for anger, contempt, disgust, fear, happiness, sadness, and surprise. The new software is part of a larger update of what Microsoft is calling Project Oxford Face API. It contains a series of software tools, including image and speech recognition tools, as well as smart spell and check technology that developers are able to use free of charge.
Yeah, why not? Good. So where are they going to... Facebook might end up using that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Why
could
would
do.
you... What, you could scan a photo and see if you're angry or not?
I know if I'm angry, and so does everybody else. Don't need a photo I don't need a photo to tell me that.
Keep out of Eric's way.
That's right.
He
Look
hasn't
out.
had his coffee yet.
Do you drink coffee, Eric?
I only have one coffee a day.
Yeah, same here. Same here. In
Yeah,
the
I
morning.
have about 3 or 4.
You do, Jace?
Yep.
Yeah,
3 or
Shane?
4 a day. Yep.
You better have an Apple Watch or else you're going to die.
Oh, I got a Pebble. That's it.
Increase.
All right, safe. It doesn't
Increase
matter.
heart
It's not an
rates.
Apple Watch. You're going to die.
There should be a song about that.
Dun, dun.
It's
Someone's
not
got
a-
to do a little mashup of that.
Yeah.
Tim Cook saying all that rubbish. That'd be so funny.
What about you, Shane? You a coffee drinker?
Nah, cool drink.
Yeah, what? Cool.
Yeah, cool drink, soft drink.
Oh, right. Yeah, right. Iced coffee.
You better stop that, unless you've got an Apple Watch, you're going to die.
I think I'm beyond help.
Eric's got a Fitbit. He'll be half okay.
He's talking about another Apple failure. They got a few, haven't they? Because here's another one. Apple Music now available.
Shocker. That
for-
is a shocker.
I've got 2 years free. I still can't understand how to use it properly.
Oh, and it's rubbish.
It is. I can understand. I can do a playlist, but if I just want to play a couple of songs, like on Spotify, you just go search, bang, or whatever.
Spotify is so easy.
Yeah, I know. Apple Music, but anyway, they obviously Apple they hate Android so much, right? They hate them so much because they make competing phones, competing devices. So Apple Music they hate Android so much they've made it available on Android. An Apple Music app is now available for Android smartphones and tablets via the Google Play Store. You have to pay them $11.99 a month.
Who's going to do that?
I don't know. Why would you do that?
Exactly.
There would be people that would do it, but I mean, I don't understand why. What would your circumstances be for being in the... Or maybe, I wonder if... Because you've got to have an Apple ID. I wonder if, say, someone in the family also has
It's obvious Apple should have stuck with Ping. That stuff was awesome.
Ping. I never used it. Was it good?
Nobody did, no.
That's why it went.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, it's $12 a month. It's in addition to Apple's library of over 30 million songs. Apple Music gets subscribers access to a selection of handcrafted or hand-curated radio station, including Beats One, which never played one good song yet that I've heard.
You're just an old fuddy duddy.
I must be.
You got to get yourself a Subaru and play some doof doof music.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That'll
I don't
be
think we're the target audience.
That's right.
Well, I suppose not. But at present, Apple has dubbed the app a beta due to a couple of missing features. Android users signing up for Apple Music will require an Apple ID. So whether or not if you've got an Apple ID and maybe other members of your family have got a app, I don't know, does that work with Apple Music? Can you share it across devices? I suppose you can with the same
Yeah,
Apple
all
ID.
the Apple stuff you can.
Yeah.
Even operating
Five devices.
systems.
Yeah, so I wonder if you give it to your son or your mum or whatever, the Android phone I'm talking about, I wonder if that becomes free with that same Apple ID on that phone. Maybe
But
that's
But trying
can
to
also
work,
do
it's hard
family-
enough. It's hard enough trying to get Apple Music to work right on an Apple device. Putting that on an Android device and giving it to an elderly person, they're going to jump off a bridge.
Yeah.
Seriously, not worth it. Not worth the headache. Unless you don't mind getting calls every 5 minutes. Glenn, how do I do this? Glenn, how do I do that? Glenn.
Because we got 2
It's
years.
IT support guys' family history normally. We always get people calling up, how do I do this on my computer?
Yeah. But yeah, look, I even tried to play and use, like, you sit at your computer. I thought, it's going to be easier through iTunes. So I jumped into iTunes. I thought, I want to play some 80s music, and you either get, there is an 80s playlist there, but you get what Apple wants you to get.
Yeah, you can't search for an 80s.
Yeah, you can.
I know you can't search for a song.
Yeah, you can. But
can you?
But playlist-wise, you've got to create your own playlist, or you get what you're given.
Right.
As far as I can see. So I don't like the Apple thing, music too
Stick with
much.
Spotify.
Oh, yeah. Or Pandora. It's great. I love Pandora. Yes, okay. So let's go back over to Shane. We're very Apple tonight, Shane, or this week. So,
Yeah, no, that's right. But you're bagging them, so it's okay.
Yeah.
All right, 9 out of 10 internet's top websites are leaking your data. Tim Liebert, a privacy researcher with the University of Pennsylvania, has published a new peer-reviewed research paper that sought to quantify all the privacy compromising mechanisms on the 1 million most popular websites worldwide. His findings indicate that nearly 9 out of 10 websites leak user data to third parties, of which the user is likely unaware. Liebert used his own open source software called Web X-Ray, the same program he used in the past to analyze trackers installed on health and porn websites. Interesting combination. And found that not only were the most siphoning user data, they were sharing it all over the place. When you visit a website, say Airbnb, yahoo.com or motherboard.tv, the site will likely forward your user data to 9 other outside websites. These include Google through its analytics software, which is installed on a colossal number of sites across the web, 46% per Liebert's research, Facebook and WordPress. Liebert found that more than 6 out of 10 websites spawn third-party cookies, and more than 8 out of 10 websites load JavaScript code from external parties onto users' computers.
Yeah, that'd be right. Yeah,
Now,
look.
if you had was Yahoo on that list of popular websites?
Yeah, it was used as one of the examples, yeah.
Yeah, really? Yahoo? Seriously?
I think
Who goes there?
that's the.
I think he was trying to avoid being sued by all the popular ones.
It's a list from 1995.
I was talking about research and all that sort of stuff. This is just something that came to mind. It's nothing to do with tech or anything. But did you? I don't know where I saw this. Might have came through over the Facebook or something. But in 1957, there was a guy called this Carl P. Schmidt. He kept a journal after he got bitten by a snake, by a venomous
I
snake.
saw that.
Nice story, Grandpa.
Yeah, so he got bitten by a snake, so he started to write it down. And so he goes, oh, yeah, I'm feeling pretty
All the
sick.
symptoms. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a bit of headache. And then so he has a bit of toast. And then, he goes, I had a bit of a sleep. That was good. But I woke up a bit hungry, had another bit of toast. But, geez, I feel a bit sick still. Still got headaches. And it goes up until, my gums are bleeding. And then all this sort of stuff. Then that was it. He died.
Yep.
So, and he
Did he ever put in a note there somewhere, a note saying, I better go see a doctor?
No, he refused medical attention.
Well done.
Because I think he believed, and I think this was the story, was that he knew what kind of snake it was, because apparently he was the guru of snakes. And
Yeah,
so,
at that time they didn't believe it could deliver enough venom to hurt anyone.
yeah, and I think he thought that the only anti-venom for this particular snake was, I don't know, across the other side of the country or something. But I don't think he didn't think he was going to die. But yeah, apparently he died, and apparently they said that what had happened to his body was, as he wrote, his gums were bleeding, but he said they said all his internal organs were bleeding. Lungs,
Yeah, all
brain,
shut him
heart,
down.
just all
Yeah.
shut down, started bleeding.
And is this a
and
tech
if-
story?
He wouldn't have died if he had an Apple Watch. That's the thing.
That's exactly
That's
right.
right.
He would have
Thanks,
died.
Jace. Yes.
If only Dr. Emmett Brown went back to the future.
That's right. Thank you for bringing it back around to make it tech orientated. Now, Star Wars, just quickly, I think we're getting to the end of the show, but Star Wars teaches you how to code your very own game. Go across to code.org and have a look there. If you're interested in learning how to code, you might be able to do so. It goes for all different sorts of age groups, so it doesn't look too bad. It's teamed up with Disney. Code.org has teamed up with Disney and Star Wars for the Hour of Code campaign. Website brings all the Star Wars favourites into a computer science tutorial to try and get more people involved in coding. The web app aims to teach a mixture of basic programming in an hour. Good luck with that. Is that like line 10, print, hello, line 20, go to 10, run?
That's right.
Yeah.
Loop.
That's the one. Yeah,
Except for if you're a young boy and it's line 10, print boobs, line 20, go to 10.
That's right. Did you just get the calculator and type in the numbers and then turn it upside down?
Yeah.
58008.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, that'd be better.
Or if you're
58008
advanced, you
for boobies.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you did advanced, you did the boobies one.
Or boobless.
Yes.
Oh dear.
We got caught in English because we were writing up a calculated dictionary of words that you could do upside down. The teacher came over. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Making up words on the calculator because we're bored." He's like, "Oh, did you know you could write my whole name in there?" So he had Les was his first name. He's like, "No, you could do the whole thing, Leslie." So we're like, "Oh yeah, 3, 1, 5." We're like, "Oh look, Leslie." He's like, "Yeah, you can do my whole thing." We're like,
Thanks,
"Cool."
teacher.
Yeah, thanks for that. There'll be a test on that later.
Yeah.
Now, look, I think a couple of us... look, Shane's stories are in the show notes. Now, a couple of us had this one as well, so we can have a bit of a chat about this. Sony has said goodbye to Betamax tapes. I thought this happened 30 years ago. But anyway, they're going to stop making Betamax video cassettes next year, March next year. Sony stopped.
Really?
Yes.
Beta was always the highest quality format that.
It's
movies
funny that,
did.
isn't it? That's right. All the broadcast outlets, TV stations, would only use Betamax.
Yep.
That's right. Apparently, this story, I read a bit about it, and it was saying that why did VHS take off?
Good marketing. Apple must
Yes.
have been behind it.
Yes, it
The
was.
same as HD DVD was better than Blu-ray. It
That's
had better
right.
features and higher
Yeah.
quality and stuff, but
That's true.
people just picked up on Blu-ray with more.
I reckon half the time it's the name. Blu-ray
Yeah,
sounded very, it was catchy.
We're
Yeah.
supposed to have 4K Blu-rays coming out next year too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but anyway, so the Sony Betamax tape, no more Betamax tapes. They stopped producing the Betamax tape recorders 13 years ago, but continued to make the tapes. 13 years. Didn't a video recorder only had about a 5-year lifespan anyway? But anyway,
They kept on getting some parts from the space shuttle. Fixed it up.
Or aliens.
Yep.
Production will cease, from March. Sony launched the format in 1975, and as we just said, many felt that it was the superior format, but some cite the longer recording length of VHS tapes and the cheaper manufacturing costs for VHS machines, among other factors as to why VHS eventually run out. Now, one of the other ones I read was that, there was a lot of people went to the video shops to hire the videotapes back then, and there was a lot of VHS because Thorn EMI owned a lot of these video shops apparently, and so they just stocked them full of their own VHS tapes, and away you go. BBC video editor Pete Doherty said, "I don't think many people will miss Betamax." Jeez, look, stating the bleeding obvious.
Yes, Captain Obvious. Well done.
I can't imagine there are many machines left to play them on, he said. And I reckon you might be right there, Pete. How old's Pete?
Pete, I'll call you Nostradamus.
Oh, what a guru, eh? I don't think many people will miss Betamax. No. Our first video recorder was a Sony Betamax.
Was it?
Yeah, I liked it.
We went straight to VHS. We fell for the hype.
You hype fallers.
Yeah, I know.
You trend followers. You minions. Sheep. All right. Anyone got anything else before we take off?
pretty much it.
Crickets? Okay.
Crickets, yes, crickets.
Oh, crickets on tomorrow. Down at the Wacker. Good stuff.
Oh, they're going to get their heads blown off.
Again, New
And
Zealand.
Glenn said you can get it if you've got Presto or something.
Optus.
Optus.
Stream it on Optus,
Optus.
for free.
Optus streaming.
Who's got Optus? No one's got Optus.
No. Oh, you missed that conversation.
No, well, if it's
I'm
about
on
Optus, I don't care if I missed
NBN
it.
with Fetch at the moment.
Yeah. My sister had Optus, so I rang her up and got the code, so I punched it into the cricket app. Now I can stream.
Hey.
Woohoo! All right, that's it. Okay, you can find us facebook.com/Aussie TechHeads, youtube.com/Aussie TechHeads, or at the webpage, aussietechheads.com.au/podcast. Don't forget the radio stream shoutcast thing, 24/7 shows, including the Aussie Max Zone, the Obsidian Loft, the Old Fart Geeks, when you guys can get a new episode out, that is.
Hopefully now I've moved to NBN, we'll be able to do that.
Oh, you at NBN heaven, aren't you?
Yeah.
Hey?
Is that your girlfriend's initials?
Yeah.
And what else do we do? Yeah, so AussieTechRadio.com. Go there, have a look at that. Figure out how you can stream 24/7 back-to-back Aussie and New Zealand shows, tech shows. That's all good. You might find something that you like. You might decide to subscribe to it, or if you're on the train, just nothing else to do, stream away. Also, what else is that? That's about it. Email us, Glenn, Eric, Warlock, or Jason, or whatever. You send it to Aussie Tech Heads at aussietechheads.com.au. It will get here. Don't you worry. Yep. All rightio. That's it. Thank you, Eric, for coming in.
No problem, everybody.
We'll see you next
Buy
week.
an Apple Watch or you're going to die.
And I think, that's right. And Jace, thanks for coming in. It's good to see you again. Fit and healthy. Good stuff. And Shane, thanks for coming in. Good to see you.
problem.
Fit and healthy as well. All right. So until...
Not sane, just fit and healthy.
Yeah. No one's sane around here. All right. Thanks to the guys in the Blab Lounge. So if you want to watch the live recording every week, well, first of all, you go to aussietechers.com/ go to aussietechers.com.au/live, and there you will find the current week's Blab recording. But it'll only address the address will only be up about 10 minutes before the show. But so around 7:30, you'll see the address. You chunk on over to the Blab, and there you go. Bob's your uncle. Whippy doo, whoopie doo. Okey coke. Okay, good stuff. Have a good week. Go the Aussies in the test, and we'll see you all next week. Bye bye for now.
Bye.
Damn.